ti Novella Plus. Ní ìmọ̀kún ìmọ̀ nípa wíwo Channels TV àti Fox. Bí ẹ ti ń dáàbò bo ara yín, ẹ máa wo Dove TV, Ìbádà TV, Ikra àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kí ló tún kù? Bundesliga ń padà bọ̀ sórí StarTimes nínú oṣù karùn-ún. DTT decoder ṣì wà ní 7,900 naira. DTH decoder wà ní 8,900 naira. A ò fi owó lé ọjà wa, ọ̀rẹ́ àpò yín la jẹ́, afẹ́kẹ́ lówó nípamọ́. StarTimes, jẹ̀gbádùn ayé díjítà.
Do you want to be saved? Do you want breakthroughs in all life endeavors? Then join Pastor W.F. Kumoyi, the superintendent of Deeper Life Bible Church worldwide, on The Truth every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on NTA Abeokuta Channel 12. Top stories tonight. President Buhari engages labor and health ministers. Vehicular traffic resurfaces in parts of Abeokuta as commercial activities gradually return to normalcy. World Sickle Cell Day, medical expert on way forward. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Channel 12 News. My name is Ayala Balogun. Now the news in detail. The federal government this Friday says it has expended close to 4.5 billion naira to 31 federal teaching and medical centers in the country on payment of hazard and inducement allowances for April and May this year. Minister of Labor and Employment Chris Ngige disclosed this after briefing President Muhammadu Buhari on the actions taken so far to halt the ongoing strike embarked on by members of the National Association of Resident Doctors early this week. State House correspondent Jide Onifada reports that the minister is optimistic that the NAT will soon call off the industrial action.
Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, in company of the Minister of Health, Dr. Osage Hanire, and Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo San, had briefed President Muhammadu Buhari on the strike by the National Association of Resident Doctors and actions taken leading to progress towards ending the strike.
In the payment, because we are paying them for the arrears of April and May. And the payment for June will also be done immediately. These ones are sorted out. So we have spending 4.5 billion as we speak this morning for these payments.
Ngige says the federal government will facilitate a meeting between the resident doctors and the Governors Forum to address the issues concerning state.
The issue of health is on the concurrent list. So the federal government will do their own, and the state governments are also expected to do their own. Some of their grievances are on what they feel that the state governments have not done.
Minister of Health Osage Hanire explains that the president was visibly unhappy considering the implications of the strike action at this time, when all hands must be on deck to protect Nigerians from the coronavirus pandemic.
And what we have also urged the resident doctors to do is to have some trust in the system. This is a government, a regime that has always lived up to its expectations and always met its promise. And we hope that they will understand that the fight against COVID-19 in particular and the fight against all diseases in general is a collective responsibility of everybody. It is not just government as a person. We as medical professionals have an obligation on our own.
The association on Sunday had instructed its members to down tools over shortage of personal protective equipment and poor remuneration for members as they battle the raging coronavirus pandemic. State House, Jide Onifade, NT News.
Now, let us join Ingino John Adams in Lagos for more on the NAT strike.
I'm standing right in front of the Lagos University Teaching Hospital where patients are trooping in and out, an indication that activities are ongoing. But the activities are not as they used to be. They have been a little bit crippled by the ongoing strike. I have with me Ahmed, who will tell us what he observed inside.
In general, activities are going on there, but not really as active as I used to be because I'm a resident of here, so I do come here often.
The doctors, they are doing a very great job. Our government should please come to their aid. Why would they go on strike at this moment when people need them? I don't really know why.
Sincerely, nobody wants strike. We don't want it. We are not going to withdraw all our members, all our services. Those are in the COVID center, and for the fact that we are in the pandemic period. So said, okay, we give consensus. We will allow those doctors who are in the isolation centers, to continue work for the next 2 weeks. After which, if nothing is tangible or concrete comes from the government, then we'll sit again.
The chairman, Medical Advisory Committee of the hospital, has assured residents that there is no cause for alarm because there are consultants on ground attending to patients.
Our accident and emergency, both adults and children, are still open, and we make do with those that we have around. And also we have admissions. We have patients admitted on our wards, and we've had a meeting with the consultant 3 days ago, I think on Tuesday, 4 days ago. And we all agree that we need to take care of those patients pending the time. Continue to take care of them until they are discharged.
In Lagos, Hingino John Adams, NTA News.
In the meantime, the proposed Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta, University of Medicine and Medical Science, will take up next year. The Chief Medical Director, FMC, Abeokuta, Professor Musa Olomu, stated this while playing host to delegation of Egba Economic Summit, who paid him a courtesy visit in his office.
We are extremely honored that Egba Economic Summit paid FMC Abeokuta Management a courtesy call on our proposed University of Medicine and Medical Sciences. They are determined to ensure that that university comes to fruition as early as possible. In fact, according to the deputy chairman of the summit, he said, by the special grace of God, we will admit students during next year JAM.
I remember we are familiar with pandemic. We have been managing this since 1918. And when this occurred, people were generally afraid that what is going to happen. And thank God for the only tertiary medical institution that we have in Egba land, which is FMC. They were able to rise to the occasion. So as Egba Airlines, people are really concerned about the economic development of this land. The onus is on us now to come here and appreciate the people who have been in the forefront of fighting the COVID pandemic.
When you have a University of Medicine and Medical Sciences in the capital of the state, the benefit will go to all the 3 senatorial districts. Employment creation, access to medical services. And apart from that, we are in a situation of pandemic now all over the world. And so medicine is what everybody wants to give attention to.
More of that report will be coming your way in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on now, still on health. The gift of good health is taken for granted by many people. However, some individuals are not fortunate as they are born with disorders that they have to live with due to their genetic predisposition. Sickle cell disease is one of such. Uche Ogochukwu tells us more as the world marks Sickle Cell Awareness Day.
The prevalence of sickle cell traits ranges between 10 to 45% in parts of sub-Saharan Africa, with Nigeria recording about 20 to 30%. 39-year-old Mark and 19-year-old Hope are among the 2 to 3% of Nigeria's population with tales of excruciating bone pains, bacterial infections, and anemia due to sickle cell disorder.
Get to have serious pains, excruciating pains, really.
A lot of challenges. Like now, my mates, they are ready for their exams. But I'm here. Before, I was still like 3 years, I haven't been to the hospital. But now, because of exposure to cold and not taking drugs regularly and water again, the crisis started coming regularly.
Intending couples are advised to know their genotypes before marriages.
Imagine you as a mother taking care of a child about 18, 19 years, cleaning her up, wearing her things. It's not easy. That this condition it's not her fault. It's not neither our own fault, because that at that time we're not exposed so much that we know to go and do tests, genotype tests, all those things before we get married.
For them to prevent this crisis, we encourage them to avoid strenuous activity because that also predisposes them to crisis. For people that are in school, we don't allow them to do all the rigorous activities that happens in school. So that's another way they do to prevent it. They sleep under malaria-treated nets so that they won't have malaria infection. They try to keep themselves warm, especially during cold season.
Although Mark is not in serious condition as Hope, he appeals for legislation to assist sickle cell carriers in society.
I am a graduate. I am a civil servant, really. But a lot are not fortunate like some of us to be employed. And it's a tough one, trying to manage to get drugs, trying to get finance to come to the hospital when in pains, and a lot of challenges, particularly when the complications as a result of the blood challenge starts coming. It's a tough one. We need help. Government need to subsidize a lot of things for sufferers so that they can live up to their potentials.
World Sickle Cell Day aims at raising awareness about the disorder, which symptoms manifest from age 5 to 6 months. Uche Ogochukwu, NTA News.
Today is Sickle Cell Day, and with us in the studio tonight is a medical practitioner from the Federal Medical Center, Idiaba, Abeokuta, Dr. Tosin Olatushu Olaiwola, who will be discussing issues regarding sickle cell anemia, even as the world marks Sickle Cell Day. Doctor, you're welcome to NTA Abeokuta Channel 12 Studios.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but would like you to tell us what sickle cell anemia is and the symptoms associated with it.
Sickle cell anemia is a genetic disorder in which an abnormal hemoglobin called hemoglobin S is inherited from both parents, such that the resultant hemoglobin type that the individual has is called hemoglobin SS. The symptoms associated with these ailments include small for age, they have delayed puberty, they have jaundice. Some of them will come down with anemia and symptoms of anemia. Some of them will come down with passage of urine that looks like coke. So those are the common symptoms. They are usually small for age. They have delayed puberty and stuff like that. There are other complications. There are other symptoms. But let's leave it at that today.
For now, okay. Now, Ma, how prevalent is this anemia, this disease in Nigeria, and what is the statistics of people living with it?
Yeah, sickle cell anemia is the prevalence is pretty high in Nigeria because about 25% of our population has the sickle cell traits. So it is as high as 1 in 4 individuals having a sickle cell trait.
Why is it so? Is it that people are not, educated about the cause, or I mean, why do we have such a high prevalent number of people with this disease in Nigeria?
Well, the prevalence that we have is even part of why the theme for this year has to do with early detection and early intervention, so that you catch them young, and then you're able to cancel at the right time, because the prevalence is pretty high and we're trying to reduce it in the country. Africans, because of our own peculiarity, I think can account for the high prevalence too.
Now, if you would look at it critically, would you say Nigeria is winning the war against the sickle cell anemia? And what are the challenges facing people living with it?
Yes, Nigeria is doing well in terms of available facilities. For example, in Federal Medical Center Abeokuta, where I work, there's a hematology clinic where we see them, we attend to them. When the females among them, when they are pregnant, the gynecologists are there. Is a multidisciplinary approach. The newer drugs are being used for them, and there are other things. However, the challenges these people face range from the various crises they have in terms of anemic crisis, bone pain crisis, stigmatization, which is people don't want to associate with them, depression, anxiety, organ complications, several burden on the patient, on the caregiver, and even on the health system. So there is quite a lot of challenges they are facing.
But there is no diseases that is not contracted one way or the other.
Yes,
What are the causes? How is sickle cell anemia contracted?
it is actually an inherited disorder. You have a couple carrying, both of them carrying hemoglobin S traits. For example, you have a man with AS or AC, the lady with AS marrying each other can result in having, so it's an inherited disorder in which the child inherits the abnormal hemoglobin from both parents. So if either of the parents was carrying the abnormal hemoglobin, the child is unlikely to come down with sickle cell anemia. But in a situation where the two parents are carrying an abnormal hemoglobin and they're not even manifesting the symptoms, if they get married, they can eventually give birth to a child with sickle cell anemia. And for every pregnancy, it is 1 in 4 chance. It's not a matter of I have 4 children, I've given birth to one, so I already have one sickler, I cannot have again. Every pregnancy has its own risk, and then the has its own chance of having sickle cell anemia.
So what you're telling us is that there is the probability that even when people, that have this anomaly marry one another, you know, the chances is that some of their children may not be sickle cell.
Some of them may not be. However, some of them will be. The chances of them having is 1 in 4 for every pregnancy. But who says they can't have all their 4 children to be sickle cell, or their 6 children to be sickle cell?
So, in your word of encouragement to people living with this sickle cell anemia, an advice to intending couples as regard conducting of genotype, what are your words of encouragement?
Yes, we know we live with
test and all
test.
that.
We know we live with sickle cell. In as much as we try to counsel them on triggers of crisis in terms of stress of any type, be it psychological, physical, they shouldn't expose themselves to stress. They shouldn't expose themselves to extremes of temperature. It is still not. It is still not. We still encourage them that sickle cell disease is not crippled to silence or courage. We still give them words of encouragement. However, for couples that are intending to get married, make sure you do your hemoglobin, genotype, phenotype to know the type you are carrying, so as to know the person you're supposed to get married to, so as to avoid this disease called sickle cell anemia.
Doctor, I want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
To Channel 12.
Thank you.
Now, moving on, Channel 12 News will continue shortly after the break. Please stay. Welcome back. You're on to Channel 12 News on NTA Abeokuta. Moving on now. Ahead of reopening airports, physical distancing, floor markings, and separation of domestic departing and arriving passengers to use different boarding and exit gates to reduce contact are now in place. Emmanuel Ayemiro, who visited the domestic wing of Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, reports that other airports are said to have put the same arrangements in place. In our politics, Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State has officially picked the PDP party card. By this development, the governor is now a member of the PDP. The chairman of the party, Tony Azegbemwin, Chairman Woodford, and other party officials received the governor. And I conclude Channel 12 News. Good evening.
aláṣẹ muhammadu buhari jíròrò pẹ̀lú alákòóso lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbanisíṣẹ́ àti ètò ìlera. Bí àjọ àgbáyé ti ń sàmì àyájọ́ àìsàn fìníkú-fọ̀la dìde, àwọn onímọ̀ fi ọ̀nà ìtẹ̀síwájú lélẹ̀. ẹ̀kálẹ́ olúwakẹ́mi ọ̀rúnṣolú síkírù ní orúkọ tèmi, ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ wípé òun ti ná owó tó tó bílíọ̀nù 4.5 náírà lórí ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ 31 fún owó àwọn ohun kòṣeémánìí fún oṣù kẹrin àti oṣù karùn-ún ọdún yìí. Alákòóso fún ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àti ìgbanisíṣẹ́ Chris Ngige ló sọ èyí bí ó ti ń jábọ̀ fún aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari lórí ìgbésẹ̀ gbogbo láti rí pé ìyanṣẹ́lódì àwọn oníṣègùn òyìnbó di ohun tí ó ń wá sí òpin ní kíákíá. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Jídé Onífádé jábọ̀ ìròyìn, ẹgbọ́n ohun tí ó mú bọ̀ síwájú sí láti ẹnu Ṣèyí Ògúnbáyọ̀.
Alákòóso fún ọ̀rọ̀ òṣìṣẹ́ àti ìgbanisíṣẹ́ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Chris Ngige àti alákòóso lórí ètò ìlera oníṣègùn Ọ̀sàgé Heinrich àti alákòóso lórí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣìṣẹ́ àti ìgbanisíṣẹ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ agbẹjọ́rò Festus Keyamo ló ní ìjíròrò kúkúrú pẹ̀lú aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari nípa ìdáṣẹ́sílẹ̀ àwọn oníṣègùn tó ń gbé ilé ìwòsàn èyí tí ẹgbẹ́ àwọn oníṣègùn náà pè àti ìgbésẹ̀ tí ó ti wáyé láti dẹ́kun ìyanṣẹ́lódì ọ̀hún. Wọ́n mẹ́nubà pé sísan owó oṣù ti oṣù kẹfà ni wọn yóò san ní wàràǹṣeṣà nígbà tí ti oṣù kẹrin àti ti oṣù karùn-ún àpapọ̀ ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn oníṣègùn tó ń gbé ilé ìwòsàn náà àti ìgbìmọ̀ àwọn gómìnà láti bójú wo àwọn ohun tó ń fa lọ́gbọ́lọ́gbọ́ náà láwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Alákòóso lórí ètò ìlera oníṣègùn Ṣàgé Ìháìrè ṣàlàyé pé aláṣẹ ni kò dunnú sí ètò ìyanṣẹ́lódì náà látàrí àwọn ewu tó so rọ̀ mọ́ ìgbésẹ̀ náà, ní pàtàkì lákòókò àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn kòrónà tó gbìnàyá nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Láti dáàbò bo àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí, ẹgbẹ́ àwọn oníṣègùn tí ó ń gbé ilé ìwòsàn ọ̀hún ló kéde ní ọjọ́ Àìkú pé kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ rẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mọ́ṣẹ́ lójú látàrí àìsí àwọn ohun èlò ìdáàbòbò ara ẹni tó tó àti owó kéréje tí wọ́n ń gbà fún ìdáàbòbò ara wọn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbógun ti àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn kòrónà. Ṣèyí Ògúnbáyọ̀ ló ń jábọ̀ ròyìn fún iléeṣẹ́ NTA Abẹ́òkúta.
Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ìmọ̀ ìṣègùn òyìnbó ti ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta yóò tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ títí ọdún tó ń bọ̀. ọ̀gá àgbà ilé ìwòsàn ìjọba àpapọ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Musa Olómù ló sọ èyí lásìkò tí ó ń gbàlejò ìgbìmọ̀ ọrọ̀ ajé ìlú Ẹ̀gbá ní ọ́fíìsì rẹ̀ lónìí nílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lukman Adéfẹ̀sọ ló bá wọn wà níbẹ̀. Ẹ ó máa gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn náà nínú ìròyìn wa tó ń bọ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni kò mọyì àlàáfíà ara bí ọ̀pọ̀ ti wà tó jẹ́ láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bí wọn ni wọ́n ti bí wọn pẹ̀lú àgbélébù àìlera látàrí ipò tí wọ́n dì mú nínú ètò bíbí ẹni. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Uche Ugochukwu jábọ̀ ìròyìn bí àjọ àgbáyé ti sàmì àyájọ́ àrùn fìníkú fọ̀la dìde. Ó jábọ̀ síwájú sí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní ipò yìí ni wọ́n ń dojúkọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìpèníjà àìlera eléyìí tó ń fa ìdíwọ́ sí ìdàgbàsókè wọn. Wọ́n wá gba àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbèrò láti lọ́kọ tàbí aya lámọ̀ràn láti rí i pé wọ́n ṣe ìwádìí tó péye kí ó tó di wípé wọ́n fẹ́ra tàbí wọ́n fún ara wọn lóyún. Akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ oníṣègùn òyìnbó Tósìn Ọláìwọlá lórí ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ NTA Abẹ́òkúta ké sí àwọn òbí láti máa ṣe ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó yè kooro fún àwọn ọmọ wọn ṣáájú kí wọ́n tó ní ọkọ tàbí aya. Bákan náà ni wọ́n ké sí àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní ipò yìí láti máa ṣe ìtọ́jú ara wọn dáradára kí wọ́n lè ní àǹfààní ìgbé ayé rere. Súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ ti ń padà sí àwọn ojú òpópónà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta bí ètò káràkátà ti ń padà bọ̀ sí ipò díẹ̀díẹ̀. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lukman Adéfẹ̀sọ jábọ̀ ròyìn pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ èrò ni wọn kò tẹ̀lé òfin tí ìjọba fi lélẹ̀ lórí ìwọ̀nba èrò nínú ọkọ̀ láti dènà ìtànkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19. Gómìnà Godwin Obaseki ti ìpínlẹ̀ Edo ti lọ gba ìwé ìdarapọ̀ mọ́ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP. Ìgbésẹ̀ yìí túmọ̀ sí pé gómìnà Godwin Obaseki ti di ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP. Alága ẹgbẹ́ PDP Tony Azegbero àti àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ PDP mìíràn ni wọ́n tẹ́wọ́ gbà sínú ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún. So ìròyìn wa fún ti àṣálẹ́ yìí kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Ẹ pàdé wa fákọ̀tún ìròyìn láṣálẹ́ ọ̀la láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó dàárọ̀, oorun rẹ̀ lásùn.